All right, we are live, guys. It's great to be back for another reaction here for AEW Dynamite. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it in 3, 2, 1, boom.
Sunday, March 5th, live on pay-per-view.
It's hard to believe it's so close, man.
Why do we have a program
Yeah!
for fans tonight, top to bottom? And we are starting things out with a huge 8-person tag team match.
It's kind of hard to boo Jeff Jarrett tonight when you got to give such. Wait. Is Saddam Singh gonna wrestle? Or wait, Sanjay Dutt, I think. Saddam Singh's a tall guy, I think. Oh, that's the scissors.
Jerry Jarrett recently passed away. Jeff is a pro. He wanted to compete tonight. But here he is, and what is a gigantic opening bout here on Dynamite.
They still got that Golden Globe or whatever.
Jeff Jarrett wants another chance to embarrass Orange Cassidy, the Acclaimed, that anybody can. I think you're exactly right about that for sure.
Oh wait, shit. Nope, I can't play that. That's that's the one downside thing is that I trust being able to not get hit with a copyright with the music by WWE, but there are just way too many people. There's like way too many artists on AEW that have their own music. I'd also like to. What the? Why did Danhausen give Orange Cassidy a $5 bill? Is it Abraham Lincoln's birthday or something? Is that why they did it? Oh my God! Some fan has face paint just like Danhausen. That's pretty cool. I want to apologize. The fact that there's no fancy title really. Wait, no, we got to say this line. The former AEW Tag Team Champions. Talking about.
Yo, Chad, I heard the news, man. That's too bad. Your dad was a legend, but you just a douchebag. Coming in hot like an asteroid. You're a nepotism baby like the ass boy. How was Valentine's at your compound? Getting no play. It's TNA lockdown. There's no point in fighting back. When we done with y'all, we gotta get the titles back.
Yeah. You claim not finished, you ass boys. Wait, where's Daddy Ass? Why is Daddy not there? Oh, there he is. I missed it. I didn't even. Billy Gunn has a shirt with 69 on it. Billy, take the shirt off. We all know you're ripped as hell, my man.
Definitely stole them, but hey, you can't dispute the fact that we've crowned new World Tag Team Champions.
I honestly forget how the Guns won the titles from the Acclaimed. To be honest with you,
however, Tony, we mentioned this past Friday at Rampage. We mentioned Orange Cassidy successfully defending the AEW All-Atlantic Championship against Lee Moriarty. But what we didn't mention was what happened after the bell. Now, it was chaos after the bell. There was no question about that. And that led to this.
Sanjay Dutt. Look at him.
He's ready to go. He's
got Sanjay's got the pencil in the air still. He's wrestling in a suit shirt, and the tights at least he's got.
That's what the shirt is. That's what he's going to say. Offensive top talent.
But I wanted to apologize for the fact that the title doesn't really have anything to drawing in really. I didn't really know exactly what to title this video. Also, I'll be honest, I arrived home a little bit later than I wanted to, so I didn't really get to take the chance to think about what I wanted to label this video. But the title will come up later. But best thing to know is that we got the reactions here. We started off with an 8-man tag against the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn, of course, out there, and Orange Cassidy as well, facing off against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, and against Saddam Singh and Sanjay Dutt. I don't like the fact that that there are times they say that MJF is contractually obligated to show up to work tonight. I'll be honest with that one. I'm not really a big fan of when they do that. I can't wait to see that one. I'm very excited to see Adam Cole. There we go. My stream was a little bit blurry at first on my Dynamite. Let me raise the volume a little bit. I'm sorry.
They can say all they want. They being the acclaimed.
They sing Seth Rollins' theme song on Raw, and they'll sing "Scissor Me Daddy" on AEW Dynamite, my man.
I mean, you talk about one of the most hated men in wrestling is Jeff Jarrett.
Max Caster rocking and rolling all over Jeff Jarrett right now. Gotta give credit to Jeff Jarrett, man. I mean, he still looks to be in pretty good shape. Oh, they brought him, Satnam Singh. That's about a 7'4" man, 7'3" maybe. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Wait a second. Billy Gunn was looking for the tag, but Orange Cassidy just tagged himself in, and I don't. This is not going to work out too well for Orange Cassidy. Oh wait, so Sanjay Dutt came in now, made the tag. Satnam Singh did nothing. Sanjay Dutt, what is Sanjay doing? You know what's pretty lame is when I get a reaction that I'm live from myself. Sometimes I get a notification that I'm live. And wait, now Billy Gunn makes a tag, and now Sanjay Dutt makes a tag, and Jeff Jarrett. There's frequent tags, and then there's just everyone keep tagging out. Oh wait a second. Oh no, not the Guns, and I can't tell which one's more disrespectful, the fact that the Guns were teasing to do the scissor, or the fact that they suck it to their dad.
Well, it could have been just a coincidence.
Rightfully so, the Ass Boys get hit with chants of Ass Boys. But unfortunately, that slight. The Jarrett strut. Everyone's doing it out on the. All the team members were doing it on the ring apron. I thought that was actually pretty funny. A simple lariat takedown is all that it takes sometimes to change the matchup.
For one of the all-time great tag team wrestlers in Billy Gunn, Jeff Jarrett, just that savvy, seizing on the opportunity. Yeah, it definitely is. And you said the right word, Excalibur, savvy.
Can you guys hear on the stream all right? Just want to make sure that...
Before this match,
stop right on the belly.
Put money on who the team of Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt attempt to isolate. The last person I would pick.
If anyone was here, I'd ask them who they think that Adam Cole is facing at Revolution. Wait a second. Sanjay Dutt was just riding the ring ropes like a swing almost for a moment.
The presence of Austin and Colton Gunn may be unnerving Billy Gunn a little bit. I think you're right about that, and that's why they are out here. And listen, these two young men stole those World Tag Team title belts. You're talking about
and Jeff Jarrett still staying on top of Billy Gunn here. There's been pretty much zero offense from Billy Gunn ever since the Gun Club came out here. Or excuse me, just the Guns. Not called the Gun Club anymore. But then again, if I say Gun Club, I think you would know who I'm talking about.
That's what you say. Apparently so. From that day on, they were no longer known as
whoa. Russian leg sweep there. That's a move I don't think we see too often in pro wrestling.
Cover. No, not a cover. Instead, Jay Lethal just throttling Billy Gunn.
They actually have a "Let's Go Jarrett sucks" chance for Jeff Jarrett. That's actually pretty. That's kind of cool because usually they'd all boo Jeff Jarrett, but Jeff Jarrett's father just passed away. I think it was yesterday, and so I think they're showing a little bit of respect to Jeff Jarrett out there. Oh my goodness! It wasn't the best clothesline there, but Satnam Singh just triple clothesline everybody off the team of Billy Gunn. And unfortunately, Billy Gunn needed a tag right there, but nobody's there to make the tag for him. Here comes the Acclaim, looking to make a little bit of a difference right now. But got pancaked for their troubles by Satnam Singh. Orange trying to go for the orange punch. Wait a second. Satnam Singh just took out everyone, and now Sanjay Dutt wants to pick the bones. And wait a minute. Wow. That was actually a pretty good sell by Satnam Singh. Satnam Singh, we don't really see him get to wrestle too often, and actually I was a little bit worried. Wait a minute. Jeff Jarrett just used the Golden Globe trophy. Wait a sec, Jay Lethal. Reverse STO, and things are breaking down here. It looks like a fireman's carry toss. And wait a sec. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Scissor me timbers. Oh, Jay Lethal putting a stop to Anthony Bowens coming off the top there. And wait a second. Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn might have to take the role of Anthony Bowens here. Oh, come on. I want to see Billy Gunn do scissor me timbers. Who's going to get scissored? This is quite hilarious to watch right here. Wait a second. Sanjay's legs are being pulled back, and literally Orange just keeps kicking up legs. Oh, wait a second. Orange Cassidy about to go. So many people keep breaking this up there. What's up, Hassan? Oh, wait a second. Well, how is... Okay, now... That was becoming a little bit too ridiculous, but it was all in good fun. So despite the Guns being up there on the stage there, the Acclaim still get the victory. Taunting down the Guns. And Max Caster has the pencil in the air now that Sanjay Dutt had. Good victory for the Acclaim, Billy Gunn, and Orange Cassidy here tonight. Oh, wait a second. I think we're going to get a four-way here. We're going to force a four-way scissors. There's way too many scissors. Thankfully, they didn't run. Cut yourself on those scissors.
That it will be him facing MJF in the 60-minute Iron Man match.
I can't fucking believe that one, man. 60 minutes of an Iron Man match between MJF and freaking Bryan Danielson.
The die has been cast. The dice have been rolled. Max is scared. And I feel like gold. Because I know I'm going to AEW Revolution to challenge for the AEW World Championship in an Iron Man match. And you cannot tell me for one single second that there is a person out there alive who thinks MJF has more heart than me. He can't go 60 minutes the way I can go 60 minutes. I guarantee you.
Brian's already done it before with Hangman.
Max, what you did tonight was the act of a scared and desperate man who knows that the boogeyman is coming to take his AEW World Championship.
Oh my God, Bryan Danielson's Baba Yaga.
Sunday, March 5th, and Revolution can't get here soon enough.
That was actually pretty fucking cool. Danielson can cut a promo, man.
Obligated to appear in Laredo, Texas. We will hear from him later on in our broadcast. I know for a fact that MJF did not want to be here in Laredo at all. I know for a fact. MJF doesn't want to be anywhere where it might involve him wrestling. We've said that a couple of times.
Gotta cancel that one out. Jon Moxley making his way down to the ring. And I'd love to play Wild Thing, but I just cannot do it. I apologize. Too risky to get hit with a copyright there. John, I don't think you should be wearing that shirt. It says blood is beautiful. That's definitely a Jon Moxley phrase to use there, but too many people already fucking say that Jon Moxley bleeds too much. Which, he was, but Moxley hasn't been, bleeding as often, in my personal opinion. I don't remember if Moxley bled in his last match. Actually, I think he bled in his last match against Hangman. But it was a hard-hitting matchup, man. That one was I think that one was my favorite match of the night when Moxley and Hangman went toe-to-toe on their second round. Or actually, that one would be their third round. Because the first one, they had Moxley won by accidental knockout by Hangman. And then Hangman won by quote-unquote, wait a second. Uh-oh. Preston Vance and Roosh attacking the Blackpool Combat Club. Again, it's tag team action by Preston Vance and Roosh going after Moxley and Claudio. And notice that Preston Vance wants nothing to do with Jon Moxley, at least not yet. But we are going to the first picture-in-picture break, so I will be your commentator for the time being. At the moment, Moxley has taken Roosh up to the stands, even a little bit further up. Straight punch directly, almost like into the eye of Roosh there. This is a Texas Tornado-style match, I believe they called it. So I believe there's no disqualification and no countouts. That's what makes it, Texas-y, whatever that means. But I think that Roosh and Preston Vance had the right strategy to go after the Blackpool Combat Club. But the problem is they took the fight to them right at the beginning, and we've seen before it initially pisses off the Blackpool Combat Club, makes them fight even harder against you. As Preston Vance is finding out because Claudio just laying in those shots there over on Preston Vance. And I believe Claudio and Preston are by the stage at this point. I could be mistaken, though, right now. Moxley trying to get himself by Claudio. Moxley fumbling on the way down there. Moxley jumping over the barricade. Moxley used to just separating the guardrails, so not used to jumping over the barricades. It's been a while for Moxley of jumping over barricades. But now these men have found themselves into the arena now. We're still not in the ring as of yet, but they are still fighting on the outside there. And this is what I was talking about, is that you have the right strategy going after the Blackpool Combat Club, but at the same time, you also risk it because you just angered them. And Claudio bringing Preston Vance over the barricade with a suplex. But Roosh, who had that was real bad. That was actually really bad. Moxley was thrown over the barricade, and he kind of put himself at a stoppage, and then threw himself over. That was pretty shitty. I gotta call you out on it, Max. I'm sorry, man. Gotta call you out on it. And we had picture-in-picture break, but now we don't have that right now. It's very strange, but not the first time it's happened before. I'm just gonna check to make sure that I can be heard right now. Just because, again, the microphone. Yep, you can hear it. Just because the microphone level where the bar is not going up at all. It's not showing like the red bar. So, but we are back live now, and Preston Vance taking over control on Claudio right now. Actually, Moxley meanwhile has a figure four on Roosh. We'll let the commentators do a little bit of their job.
Texas Tornado match means all four men in the ring at the same time.
Wait, does Preston?
The bell has finally rung, and this is a very interesting matchup inside the ring. What I've been highly anticipating: Jon Moxley and Preston Vance.
Yeah, they
crossed paths twice before.
Yeah, they really had a way of hyping me up for this matchup. Actually, of wanting to see. When I saw the package of Moxley and Preston Vance, I was like, oh shoot! I kind of forgot about the battles that these guys have actually had with each other, and just remembering that Moxley, quote unquote, broke the arm of Preston Vance when Moxley and Brody Lee were feuding over the AEW World Heavyweight Championship at first. Excuse me. And it was actually Moxley who beat Preston Vance in the AEW World Heavyweight Championship tournament, but then Moxley left to go to Jim Cornette owns the Elite. Why would anyone make a sign like that? What does that chant mean?
All started in Texas, right up the road in Eagle Pass, Texas.
I need to know what that chant means.
The home of the great late Blackjack Mulligan, who was a part of many of those matches. Roosh and Vance going.
Oh no! There's that giant spine buster by Preston Vance.
This is a very different Preston Vance than the last time Jon Moxley stepped foot with him. Absolutely. I mean,
and Claudio still down and out. Or Claudio was. Claudio trying to get himself back into this matchup here. Oh! What a hell of an uppercut by the uppercut machine of Claudio Castagnoli. Uh-oh. Preston Vance, I think, is going to go for a swing, but he's desperately fighting out of it.
Take a look at the reach that he has. He is one of the strongest men from top to bottom.
Oh, wait a sec. Wait a minute. No, I thought Claudio was about to try to go for a UFO. Moxley with a steel chair in hand, and I believe... Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Moxley grabbed two steel chairs. I think Moxley might be looking for a blast from the past. And wait a sec. Yeah, great ring awareness there by Jon Moxley to notice that Roosh was trying to get back into this one, and Moxley just said, nope, not happening. Yeah, that was too risky. Yeah, Moxley had Roosh by the legs there. He was trying to, catapult Roosh into the barricade. The problem with that, though, we see Hangman Adam Page staring down the screen there. The problem that Moxley had right there is he was trying to catapult Roosh into the barricade, and you can't really get the full catapult in there. Also, at the same time, it's kind of risky to try to do a catapult and not land yourself right into where the fans are. So,
right now,
oh, wait a sec. Fans who were upset about Preston Vance turning on the Dark Order, they're loving this right now as Preston Vance is just getting the snot beat out of him. But Roosh, that was actually pretty cool. Moxley and Claudio just went arm in arm and hit a big boot on Roosh. Oh, Moxley with a suicide dive. I haven't seen Moxley pull that one off in a little bit. Preston Vance with a clothesline taking out Claudio, and now we await as Jon Moxley. Oh, I thought he was gouging at the eyes. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought Moxley was going to try to go X-Plex on the outside of the floor. Wait a second. Oh! That was pretty cool there, actually. Nice spear there. Moxley was on the ring apron and Penton just speared him. And Moxley and Preston went colliding with Claudio and Rush on the outside. And Preston Vance is completely taking control of the matchup here. Claudio's hand on the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship right now. Gotta wonder. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh! That sounded awful. Steel chair on steel chair. Right now they have buried Claudio with the steel chairs and with a table there. Claudio down and out. We are in picture break right now. And wait a sec. Mox, you better not be bleeding, man. I swear I think I saw blood on the face of Jon Moxley. And dude, what's Mox, I'm fine with you bleeding, but the last fucking shot that you took was of you getting speared off the ring apron by I keep wanting to say Penta El Cero Mil, by Preston Vance. So, my dog, there's no reason why you should be bleeding right now, Mox. Granted, Preston Vance looks more like a killer by wiping Jon Moxley's blood all over his body. He's loving that one, but seriously, Mox, you're not helping yourself here. You've become a meme, Mox. Again, I don't mind Jon Moxley getting some color, man. That's not my problem. My problem is that you have to have a reason for getting the color. Like, you have to have there has to be a spot that's reasonable enough to believe that you got cut. Like, if Moxley landed on his face or something after getting hit with a spear by Preston Vance, then I'd be like, okay, fine. At least he landed on his head, scraped himself across the floor or something. Moxley just decided to take a razor and stick himself with it. One thing you can say about this, I didn't see Moxley, blade himself. I'm going to go ahead and take my first break of the night. Hopefully this is going to be my only break that I need to take tonight. I'm going to wait until we come back live, if possible, before I go take that break. Definitely a heck of a submission hold. They're pulling Moxley's arms across and putting their feet up against Moxley's cheeks there. Moxley gonna need a lot of boo-boo kisses from Renee to make those cheeks feel better. That was a bad joke. Right. I hate to miss out on this, but I gotta go. Back in 1 sec, guys. I'm sorry.
Bloodied and Ella fought with the advantage, but maybe not for long. Yeah, Claudio's trapped under that. He got drilled with those steel chairs under that table by the ringside area. Mox is on his own here. Moxley. Moxley amazes me. Losing blood, and he still has a lot of force behind those chops and those blows. Because you've been in the ring with the kind of guy where they see their own blood, and that actually motivates them. Absolutely, many times. Oh, it definitely does, and that's not an overstatement. I've been in that position. I've wrestled guys in that position when blood's in play. And just a special programming note, this Friday on TNT Rampage Slam Dunk Special. Oh, yeah, wait, see? The cover to, and no, Moxley! He's cracking the chain. I can't tell from This camera shot, what that is. Yeah, that's a chain. And Moxley, how tough is he? That's a big-ass chain. I think it's all legal. Texas Tornado. This is all good. And we talked about in picture how Moxley, how he had bloodied Preston Vance the last time those two men met. Vance hadn't forgotten about it. He's taking it all out on Moxley here in Laredo.
You're right, Excalibur. This is personal for Vance. And you can see it the way he's approaching this match. And once again, Hangman Adam Page, who's coming up later tonight against Kip Sabian, still watching Jon Moxley.
Yeah, keeping his eyes, you're right, Shivani, peeled on Moxley is Hangman. Oh, wait, Claudio's back here. Emerging from underneath the timekeeper's table. Landing a big elbow to the jaw. Vance went for Roosh. And now you got this guy with a chain around his hand. Yeah, the current Ring of Honor World Champion going after the former Ring of Honor World Champion Roosh, and a big right hand for Vance as well. And Claudio. I take back what I said about this type of match not being Claudio's forte. Yeah, he's fitting right in and beating the holy hell out of Vance. Harold Perry Grosso, whatever name you want to call him, he's getting run out, and right now, Claudio,
he came up on one of those tables like a possessed man, didn't he?
Sure did. And Tony Schiavone, if there's one thing that the Blackpool Combat Club knows, it is violence.
Yeah, and they're on display tonight, aren't they? Boom!
They're busted open. Yeah, Vance is busted open as well, and now Claudio with that giant swing. Think about this, if you're busted open, your blood loss will only increase if you're locked in that giant swing. He's trying to hold the blood, trying to hold that wound closed as he's getting a giant strong swing. Remember the vernacular was like,
swing, it doesn't matter.
I got him here. Claudio covers, 2 and 1. Drop kick to break up the pinfall. What a shot. That was some shot by Roosh. Roosh shutting down Claudio Castagnoli, looking to shut down this very vocal crowd in Laredo, Texas. Again, Texas Tornado, there's blood everywhere, chains, bodies flying.
Leg Larry.
Jon Moxley. Cutter and discus. Larry by Vance. Oh, he might get him. Could be it, 2 and no.
That was a close one, guys.
Look at the amount of blood. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Vance is just gaffed open. That's a ton of blood. That's a big wound, boys. And this is a big flashback for Vance all the way in the fall of 2021 when he and Jon Moxley met and Vance was left in a pool of his own blood.
It's a wild Texas Tornado match. We're only getting started tonight, guys. We got a lot more to go on this program. And take a look at what we're watching now.
Yeah, this is AEW style, man. Physicality. Right. Heavy. Oh, Roosh ducks under a knee, German suplex. Casino suplex on Vance by Claudio Castagnoli. Their eyes locked, Claudio and Roosh. The two-time current Ring of Honor World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli, and the two-time former Ring of Honor World Champion, Roosh. And Claudio takes Roosh off his feet. Not many guys can say they took Roosh off his feet with one blow. Claudio just, no! Damn, that hurts. Jose, the assistant with the assist for LFI.
He is a sketchy, no good human being.
Oh, he's a carny, but I like him.
You like him?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Oh, my God.
Unit, yes. We are unit, the Blackpool Combat Club.
There you go. Hit him again. Thank you. One more time, please. Thank you.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Unit battering Jose all the way up the ramp. And now, all 4 participants left alone. This Texas Tornado match, but all 4 men barely able to get to their feet.
I don't really know what I missed, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys.
In shape that can stand on their feet right now.
A belly-to-belly suplex, Roosh.
So I apologize if anyone came in and I was gone.
That's exactly it. You could use so much momentum and you pop your hips. You're going to pull off a high trajectory throw. That's what we saw.
I'm not really sure what's in the ring right now. Is that?
You get the horns.
Oh, that was actually a hell of a spear by Claudio. And now Preston Vance, I guess, got busted open there, which is quite fitting as Moxley is busted open and Preston Vance bleeding back. And the 2 strikers in this match are the 2 strongest strikers Oh, Roosh got the better of Claudio with the strikes there. That's a rare one. Claudio sent to the outside of the floor. Oh! So that's the thing about. Oh, wait a second. What is it? Oh, that's a chain. That's what it was. And Preston Vance trying to hang Jon Moxley over the top rope with that chain. Oh God. Moxley is just absolutely just beating the hell out of Preston Vance. And he's choking the shit out of him. Oh man. I'm glad I made it back before. My biggest fear when I was taking care of some business was the fact that this matchup was going to end and then Wild Thing would be playing. And I was like, shit, I'm going to get hit with a copyright by this. But Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley win the war. And oh, wait a minute. Kip Sabian and oh yeah, they're still playing Wild Thing in the background. Wait a sec, Dark Order there, which just separated Kip Sabian and Butcher and Blade off of Hangman Adam Page there, but some of the damage already been done to Hangman there. I'd have the volume up, but Wild Thing is playing in the background, or is it still? Yeah, they're still playing Wild Thing in the background. So sorry, guys. It's just too big of a risk to get hit with the copyright there by YouTube, by Wild Thing being playing. Obviously, I'm sure you understand. I will not be playing any of the audio right now because I'm pretty sure they're still playing Wild Thing right now, but the commentators are talking about something. If only I had the power to read Excalibur's lips. I really miss William Regal. That man made me blush. You just couldn't see it under my mask every single week. Okay, here we go.
Anything more shocking than the night you lost the TNT Championship to Samoa Joe?
Wardlow looks real good, though, with the new hair.
I'm sure you had many private conversations. Sometimes, in hindsight, you may look back and say, I shouldn't have said that. So in any event, here we are. What's next for you?
Joe and I did share some personal stories with our time together. The part of the story with my father I want to share today is from the time I can remember to the time I was 8 years old. That man instilled every ounce of athleticism and drive that I have in me today. Unfortunately, from the time I was 8 until the time I was a young adult, he was not in my life. But as a young adult, he re-entered my life, and we were finally able to start to have some sort of a father-son relationship. As soon as that happened, I got a call from him that he had stage 4 cancer and didn't have a lot of time left. Unfortunately, the next time I would see him would be as he laid in a hospital bed on hospice. I had just started my wrestling journey, and he did make it to my first indie show.
Oh, cool.
So he was able to see me wrestle, and he was so proud of me. And that's all I could think of to tell him, to give him any peace, was that I promise you I will be a better man, I will do right, and I'm going to make it. And that was the last thing I ever said to him. I got a phone call the next morning that he had passed. And after he passed, I had never grown my beard, never grew my hair. But after seeing cancer take that all from him, I decided for the first time I'm going to grow my beard out, I'm going to grow my hair out. And that's the look that, you know, we've come to learn and know of Wardlow over the past few years.
Wow. I mean, I can't believe that. I mean, I don't know if that story is true at all, or the reasonings why Wardlow, you know, grew his hair and grew his beard, but I mean, I literally thought it was just, you know, just an extra bit of you know, sweet revenge for, or an extra sweet feeling for Samoa Joe, just to cut a piece of the hair off of Wardlow. But there was a story behind it, man. I never thought about that. Never.
And Joe knew that. And Joe took that from me. My connection with my father. You took that from me. Now look me in the eyes, because this is the last thing you're ever going to see as the man you are today. Even though you've survived every company, every monster this business has to offer, Joe, you will not survive me.
That was
We knew
intense.
it was personal between Wardlow and Samoa Joe, but I'm not sure anyone had any idea it went that far.
No, I had no clue. That's heavy personal stuff.
Can't wait to see this one, man.
Justin Roberts inside the ring.
Weighing 220 pounds, Josh Woods.
Reach for the sky, boy.
From Saturday, Fort Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, he is one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions,
Mark Briscoe just makes me happy to see that the Briscoes are finally allowed to be on freaking AEW television. It's a little bit of a shame. It's a shame that Jay Briscoe can't be there with Mark, but you know what? Fucking great.
Mark, this isn't Sandy Fork. You better watch me put your hands on.
And I think what's inspirational about freaking Mark is the fact that, you know, he's not taking time off at all. He's still wrestling. He's still pushing through everything that happened even after his brother. I think it's probably I don't know Jay Briscoe, but I think it's just the way that Jay probably would have wanted it, man, for his brother to just keep going on. And Mark is just still staying Mark. I don't know much about the Briscoes, but I've seen a little bit about them to know just that's how Mark Briscoe probably is. And I think it's just really cool. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and get to the match.
Interrupting the proceedings of Woods and Mark Briscoe. They have a long history. Yeah, going back to Ring of Honor. 2 previous singles meetings, both of them won by Mark Briscoe. But Josh Woods actually scoring the pin on Mark's brother Jay in their last tag team outing. Josh Woods and Silas Young scoring the win over the Briscoe brothers.
And that's, you've been in a ring with someone, you kind of know what their tendencies are. That's a nice
nice move there from Josh Woods. This is actually my first introduction into Josh Woods here. And I'm liking what I'm seeing right now.
In this game to do that, and that's what we're witnessing here.
And that's what I like about, AEW as well. I just want to say is that I get to be introduced into new faces, into the company. I noticed that Josh Woods not wrestling with any knee pads, any elbow pads. It's just straight up full on wrestling gear, man. I always think it takes a lot of strength to wrestle without any protection whatsoever. Oh, wait a second. Mark Briscoe looking to take flight. Oh, wait a second. Daivari and Tony Nese. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait a sec. Oh! Mark Briscoe's got some help in the Lucha Brothers. And thank goodness for that one. Mark Briscoe was a little bit outnumbered. But the respect that the tag teams have for the Briscoe Brothers continues on. Oh,
Daivari's business manager, but none of that matters right now because Woods is looking to.
Oh my goodness!
Screw suplex to the outside by Josh Woods. Action in this singles match. Mark Briscoe, Josh Woods continues in picture.
Wow. I'm pretty sure you guys know of the final cut that Dustin Rhodes likes to do, the suplex into the corkscrew. Josh Woods just did that off the ring apron to Mark Briscoe. It wasn't in full vertical position, but it was enough, man. That was actually really cool. And now we are in picture break at the moment. Josh Woods still taking full control over Mark Briscoe. Briscoe trying to fire back here, but Josh Woods still staying in control. Mark Briscoe sent back into the ring right now.
For the Trailblazers.
Elbow right to the spine. Take enough of those shots there, and your back not going to be feeling quite too good.
Supplies and solutions for every industry. With access to
Right now, Josh Woods still in full control over on Mark Briscoe, just softening up that back there. Into the first cover being made. Count of 2 there. Briscoe getting out of it. Still to come, we got Hangman Adam Page and Kip Sabian here. Mark Briscoe again getting sent directly into the turnbuckle, spine first there. That back is just being targeted big time by Josh Woods. Mark Briscoe still trying to fight back whenever he can, but he's got very little defense. And he start creating some more defense if he wants to make any type of offense here. Knee strike and Josh Woods again going for another cover. Mark Briscoe able to kick out again, but for how long? Mark Briscoe just being, again, that back, again, just being targeted. Sorry to say that's the only thing really that I was saying. And Josh Woods just had full control over this matchup throughout the entire commercial break here. Wait. Before we come back live, Mark Briscoe. I'll get another punch there, yeah. I mean, Mark Briscoe has had a little bit of offense, but very little during the commercial break. But now Briscoe making an offense here.
Those are tremendous.
The redneck kung fu.
That's some entertaining stuff, brother.
Oh!
But once the jawbreaker was over the top of the exploder, the jawbreaker was really good too. And Taz, as we saw throughout the break, Josh Woods was just going to work on Mark Briscoe. He really was.
Oh.
He kept pressure on
Stiff
Briscoe.
punch there on the
Beat
body.
pillar post, and he's not done.
Oh, Mark.
Briscoe floats over the top. Locks the swing by Woods. And,
Oh, what?
Give me more of that, guys. He's the man. Oh, brother. Well done. Shoulder the midsection on Woods. Mark Briscoe now regaining control, creates some distance, and the hip driver Woods the outside.
That wasn't a kick, Big Sammy. That was actually a knee strike. Oh, wait a second.
The Lucha Brothers, Ray Phoenix, and
Wait. Mark Briscoe can't utilize a steel chair?
Mark Briscoe running off Ari Daivari, and Tony Nese, a very timely intervention.
Wait.
Mark Briscoe.
What's Mark Briscoe going to do? He's going to take a seat. No, wait a minute. Wait a second. Uses the steel chair to jump off of it over the top rope there.
Tough as this guy, his head just crashed to the mat. Briscoe's hit as he drilled Woods.
Tope con hero, right, Excalibur?
Between the ropes and out of the ropes. And Briscoe throwing his body over the top, crashing on Woods on the outside. Woods dazed. He's up in the corner.
Briscoe and the lariat in the corner there, and
Mark Briscoe with Woods on the top rope. This could be the beginning of the end for Josh Woods.
I'm looking for a crucifix.
Place right now for Woods.
Oh! Didn't get the full effect of that, crucifix power bomb, but hey, it made some contact there. There you go. Mark gonna use the J driller. Wait.
Woods, though, able to counter, ducks
Oh,
underneath.
counter.
Josh Woods with Briscoe into the ropes.
Oh, counter roll. Wait.
Through.
A deep German suplex there.
That was a power deadlift, is what that was. Yeah, tough to do that move off that O'Connor roll, that rolling chaos type throw. And in Woods' last tag team encounter with the Briscoes, he used that pure chaos, that rolling German suplex, to defeat Jay Briscoe.
Oh, nice gut wrench in the power bomb. Not finished yet.
The knee strike by Woods. He may get it here. Well, he had no
That's it.
knee pads on either.
Yeah, exposed knee there.
Double underhook. Mark Briscoe trying to break
Wait,
free.
is Josh going to go for the J Driller? I would hope not.
Midsection.
Neck breaker.
Woods.
Wait.
German suplex countered by Mark Briscoe.
Oh, backwards insecurity there.
I'll tell you, just put a lock mic on him.
Oh, that was I can't tell if that was a pump kick or if that was a knee strike. Oh, rolling Death Valley driver. And Mark Briscoe not finished yet, going top rope city.
Briscoe got in mind here. Briscoe headed to the top. Going to the sky, too. And the front connects. 1, 2, 3. Reach for the sky.
I actually kind of like that. It was a frog splash into an elbow drop.
Briscoe. Very impressive right there by Mr. Briscoe. I love it. A great win for Mark Briscoe here tonight against a longtime rival in Josh Woods. Now, this has been a tremendous program, and we still have a lot more to go, guys. Nice message right there to his brother, Jay, up in the heavens. Yeah, great to see Mark Briscoe competing here in AEW. And our colleague,
You really got to wonder what it is that Tony Khan did to allow to tell the executives of TNT, TBS, this is what we're fucking doing here. We're getting the Briscoes on the fucking show. Here we go.
Adam Cole, so good to see you. We've been able to hear from you. We saw you in the ring recently when you returned back to AEW. How have you been?
Renee, I've been great. Seriously. Like I could not be happier to be able to be back on the road with AEW. There's a little part of me that's a little discouraged.
Okay.
Because obviously I'm so close to looking at that ring and imagining getting back in there. Mm-hmm. But I've learned through this entire process to celebrate mini victories, if you will. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, the fact that after a few months, my right eye is able to look in the right direction and it doesn't twitch up and down, right? Like that's a victory. The fact that I can go throughout the day and not feel like I need to pull over or throw up because I feel nauseous, that's a victory. And so is being back and this close to returning in the ring. So to answer your question, I'm very, very happy.
Sounds like you have a bit of a new lease on life, so to speak. So when you are able to finally get back in that ring, what does this next chapter look like for Adam Cole?
What's interesting, you bring up chapter, because I feel like there are so many chapters to my story that I haven't had the chance to really explore yet. Mm-hmm. And I think here very, very soon, I'm going to get the chance to do that. But in regards to what Adam Cole is going to do here in AEW, I look at our roster right now, and I think it has never been better. Seriously, top to bottom, this roster is absolutely stacked. So I know when I do come back, I need to be as prepared as humanly possible. And looking at this roster, I have a couple ideas of who I'd love to step into the ring with.
Ooh, you want to hear a little bit?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that just to me and leave that for the AEW roster to think about. But all I'll say is it's going to be good for All Elite Wrestling, and it's going to be good for Adam Cole.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you back here, to see you healthy. Hopefully we get to do a little bit more of this together finally,
I hope so.
Right? Well, for more Adam Cole, everybody.
What? That was...
Adam Cole playing it close to the vest. Can't wait to see who he matches up in his return to the ring here.
That was not as much as I was expecting.
Do we have to?
Do we have to?
I guess we are too. I feel like we need to find a commode somewhere.
What is very impressive, in my opinion, if you listen to the crowd, they are actually booing MJF. Remember, for a while it was actually hard for the fans to actually fully commit to booing Max, but for the majority, they're booing MJF. They're actually booing mostly MJF there. Speaking of MJF, if you haven't yet, I would suggest that you, not do it right now, but we did do another edition of the AEW Universe mode. It was AEW Dark Elevation, where we saw Adam Cole actually take on MJF tonight. Max is such a superstar, man. Walking around there, he just had a woman kiss him on the cheek there, and I'm assuming that the person that she was next to was her. Wait! Did Max just steal some guy's fucking phone? Okay, guys, I need to watch everything that MJF is doing right now. MJF talking some trash to this one fan. I only wish that I could hear it. These guys have got to be staged, right? Max just literally took some guy's drink and threw it right in his face there. We're on commercial break, and so I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to everything that MJF is doing right now. He is just fucking healing it up right now on every single motherfucker in the room there. MJF just staring at the crowd right now. They should consider themselves lucky the fact that MJF is not, doing worse to them right now. I can't even imagine what MJF would do to a child in that front row. That's probably why they stopped showing MJF right now, because he's probably about to go tell a child that he ain't worth shit. They stopped the picture-in-picture break and are now just showing me more commercials about a vacation that I cannot afford. Trying to show me about going to the Caribbean or something. I can't afford that. Nor do I have the time for that. I can't go to the Bahamas. My vacation is going to the Denny's. That's the best I can do. I'm curious about something. So if I do press edit, I can still change up the title. I don't know what I'd really call the show just yet. It seems stupid just to say MJF speaks.
Let him hear it. Let him hear it, please.
MJF actually kind of has a spotlight on himself. Not like a Batista spotlight, but...
Okay, well, he's not going to say anything this week, so let's go to the next one.
No hablo español. My apologies. Bryan Danielson, these people love you, man, and you have no idea how much that pisses me off, man. Because at one point in time, these people, they used to love me, man. At one point in time, not too long ago, these schmucks used to be devil worshippers.
I love the fact they boot.
I know these people, Bryan. These people are disgusting, fickle little monsters. So I turned my back on them before they had the opportunity to turn their back on me.
Max never was a baby face. Never. I always knew it was some ruse that Max was never going to fucking, be a baby face. He's a heel, man. Heel at heart is MJF.
Just like everybody else.
Maybe one day he'll go baby face, but I don't think he'll feel right.
I am, Bryan. I'm the devil, man.
There's that classic MJF chant. Shut the fuck
You're
up.
not so honest about yourself, Bryan. See, these people, they don't love you. They love the man you portray when you walk through that curtain. Because in real life, you're just like all of them. A worthless sack of trash. In real life, you have taken everything you have been given for granted. But I'm not here to talk about how much of a horrible human being you are. No, that's not the only reason why I hate you, Bryan. I hate you because you have these people convinced that you're better than me? Me!
They got it.
When that couldn't be further from the truth. And let me guess, you people think Bryan Danielson's the best in the world, don't you? And why is that, huh? In your super professional opinion, why is it? Is it because he entertains you the best? Yeah? Is it because he does the coolest maneuvers and holds? Is it because he puts on 5-star bangers? Little secret, guys, that's not why we get into this business. We get into this business for one reason only, and it is to become world champion.
I thought I was going to say money.
And last time I checked, the only way you know you're the best in the world is if you're the man that's holding the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And whether you guys realize it or not, that is something Bryan Danielson has never been able to accomplish.
He's had 3 opportunities, I believe.
Now, Bryan, I'm not an idiot.
2 or
On
3.
March 5th at Revolution for 1 hour. I know you're going to give me everything you got. You're going to put on the performance of a lifetime for these people. You are going to use every trick out of your sleeve that you picked up in Japan.
These fans are trying to take over this promo.
And Canada. And you are going to put me through the hardest match of my life. But know this. After those 60 minutes are up, after that clock strikes 0, I will be victorious. Because you aren't the best wrestler in the world, Bryan. I am. And at Revolution, I'm gonna prove it. Because you don't have the balls to do what it takes to win. And it's because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. This ain't sing along with them, JF. Shut your mouth. And I'm better than you, and you know it.
Oh,
Now, if you don't want to take my word for it,
so good.
maybe you'll listen to a man who has known Bryan Danielson his entire career.
CM Punk.
Maybe you'll listen to a man who Bryan Danielson looks to as a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen,
William Regal.
allow me to introduce to you the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels, former Ring of Honor World Champion, one of Bryan Danielson's longest rivals throughout his career.
Yeah, Chris Daniels, one of the better tacticians you're ever find in any generation of professional wrestling. And
I'm sensing a swerve here, MJF.
Very well. And Danielson and Christopher Daniels, I mean, they really defined that early era of Ring of Honor wrestling with their highly intense, highly technical battles.
Okay. Chris, do me a favor and tell these people the truth about Bryan Danielson inside the squared circle. The truth.
I wish Danielson's eye would recover, but he still looks fucking cool.
Laredo. MJF paid me an obscene amount of money tonight to denigrate Bryan Danielson on national television. Max, there was a time in my life where I would have happily taken this money and come out here and buried Bryan Danielson with you for hours. But that's not the man I am today, Max. And if you want the truth is, Bryan Danielson is set to knock your dick in the dirt.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I've never heard something like that before. Holy.
You see, Max, I
I remember the first time I was in a ring with Bryan Danielson. 20-year-old Bryan Danielson hit me so hard, I thought I would die in the middle of that ring that night, and that's when I knew that Bryan Danielson was going to be great. I watched Bryan Danielson win the King of the Indies tournament in APW in 2001. And that tournament directly inspired the creation of Ring of Honor Wrestling as a promotion. And Ring of Honor Wrestling brought real professional wrestling to a fan base that was starved for it at the time. The same type of fans that were ecstatic when All Elite Wrestling opened 4 years ago. So you see, if there wasn't a Ring of Honor, there might not be an AEW, and there definitely wouldn't be an MJF.
Well, that about sums it up, don't you think?
That's a good one there.
I've shared locker rooms with Bryan Danielson all over this planet. And I watched him wrestle as many matches as he could handle, because everything he wanted to do, he was a sponge about professional wrestling. He wanted to learn everything he could about pro wrestling. He tried to learn one new thing every match he ever had. And I watched him do it over and over and over and over until I watched him become a world champion. Max, he knows what it takes to be a world champion. He's on the path to becoming world champion one more time. And that's why these people love him. And that's why you hate him, Max. And it's not just because he's about to take the one thing from you that you love more than anything else. It's because he is exactly what you wish you could be.
Oh! Hit in the ego, and you actually saw.
He is the best wrestler in the world today. Not you. You're just a fraud. Woo. And he's going to out-wrestle you and expose you.
Yeah, you've
You see the true colors of MJF. Let's hear it for CD. Being a stand-up guy.
You don't walk away from me.
Oh shit! Christopher Daniels slapped the shit out of MJF, and you knew that MJF was about to get the one up here.
That's why MJF wanted Bryan Danielson's shoulder compromised. That's why he wanted him injured.
Get the hell out of here, Danielson! Danielson thankfully getting out here as quickly as he can before more damage could be done.
As fast as he can, because American Dragon Bryan Danielson is at the ring. Can't pay off everybody. Buddy, Revolution is coming up Sunday, March 5th. Well, Sunday, March 5th, the main event for the AEW World Championship, the 60-minute Iron Man match. But there is quite a complicated scene here in the women's division of All Elite Wrestling, and Ruby Soho finds herself at the center of it all. It's the rivalry between the homegrown stars of AEW, Tony, and these so-called outsiders, the freelancers. And Ruby Soho's been around so long, she, for many of us, seems like one of the homegrown stars. But she needs to take some sort of side here, doesn't she? Well, it all comes to a head tonight in our main event. The three-way match. Tony Storm, Ruby Soho, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Oh, the women get the main event spot, huh?
From the newly crowned, as gross as it is to say, AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Guns.
The Guns are boring. The Guns are too green. The Guns are just ass boys. The Guns can't go toe-to-toe with your favorite wrestlers. The Guns can't take down the Acclaim. The Guns will never win the AEW Tag Team Championship. Me and Austin have only been wrestling together for 1 year. We've had 10 televised televised matches. I am so sorry being have to go to the Indies and work for $10 and a handshake. And if you didn't like the ending to last week, well, I have a little spoiler for you. This is real life. Not every story has a happy ending. This isn't your fairy tale. And at Revolution, welcome to the Gun Show.
Taz, as we saw in our opening contest, the Acclaim not done with the Guns just yet.
Nope. Can't have that one. As you could hear from the beginning there, you can hear that it's Jungle Boy coming out here to take on the Machine Brian Cage. And thanks to Excalibur telling us that the women have the main event tonight, I finally figured out a title for the stream here.
This is going to be a tough task. Again here.
From Chico, California, with 274 pounds, the Machine Brian Cage.
And I say again for a reason, Excalibur. That's this past December Dynamite. Winter is coming. Jungle Boy Jack Perry getting the win on the Machine Brian Cage, but just barely. In this past Friday night at Rampage, Cage made it clear he wanted another crack at Jack Perry as both men seek to climb the singles division here in AEW. So
Honestly,
that's a very, very important match.
Honestly, like, I know that Jungle Boy is someone that they want to push, and I'm totally on board with that. I love Jungle Boy, but like at the same time, I also extremely love Brian Cage, and I think the man needs more in AEW. He is quite the talented individual who never slows down as Brian Cage. He keeps himself in great shape as Brian Cage. I think that Brian Cage is someone that they have to be careful for. You know, like, I feel like that it's not just enough to just, give Brian Cage, oh, you got the ROH trios titles. You also got to give Brian Cage a little bit more than just that, because he's sharing the spotlight with two other people. And I'm not saying that Brian Cage is selfish by any means. Brian Cage is probably one of the most unselfish men that they have in AEW there, to really work so hard to put over so many other people as Brian Cage. And what's up, Hassan? Welcome back, my man. But they really need to make sure that Brian Cage is taken care of if they want to hold on to him, because I can guarantee you that WWE would probably hire Brian Cage within a heartbeat. He's got the size advantage that they love for in an athlete. He's strong, athletic as Brian Cage. I don't know much about Brian Cage's ability on the mic there, but I'm pretty sure it's doing all right. I'm just doing the live stream right now of AEW is what I'm doing right now. After that, I'm probably just getting myself to bed so I can get up for work tomorrow. And then, actually, after I'm done with when I'm done with the live stream, I'm going out and getting my dad some desserts. Got a sweet tooth tonight, does he? Right now, we are in picture break right now. Brian Cage putting the boots on top of the throat of Jungle Boy there. It's got to feel pretty awful to have a man the size of Brian Cage's foot on top of you. And we still have later on tonight as well, Hangman Adam Page and Kip Sabian. Got to imagine that Hangman Adam Page, who was watching Jon Moxley earlier, got to imagine that Jon Moxley is going to be watching Hangman's matchup probably. Brian Cage taking full advantage over on Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy trying to fire back, but I don't think a knife edge chop on Brian Cage is going to do too well. The man's got a chest like dynamite. No, not dynamite. Like granite. I think that's the word I would use. Jungle Boy mixing it up right now, going after the head of Brian Cage, which was the right strategy there. I really hope that they give Brian Cage the victory here. Jungle Boy is still someone who's so young that they can easily rebuild Jungle Boy up, easily. Brian Cage is someone who's been around the business for a while, and I'm not saying that Brian Cage is slowing down in any way at all. I'm just saying I would love to have a little bit of a surprise here. It's kind of a shame to say that if Brian Cage were to win, that it would be a surprise. I feel like that's a little bit sad. Well, Brian Cage, again, still taking full control over on Jungle Boy. And this is the problem that Brian Cage has, though, is that when he's in control, he doesn't stay in control. Brian Cage likes to go for a pose down on his opponents. And sometimes that arrogance, just costs Brian Cage. We know how strong and muscular you are, Cage. No need to show it off anymore. Just keep the pressure already. And now you got New Year Revolution in 2016. New Year Revolution. What's that one? Is that a pay-per-view? Jungle Boy trying to fire back right now. Let's go. We are live. Let's go. So let the commentators do their job. Oh, what? Great grab there from Cage there, but I still call him Jungle Boy. I like Jungle Boy. Oh, that's on Peacock. Okay. Oh, nice drop kick though. That one actually really rocked Brian Cage there. Wait a sec, Jungle Boy. The problem with Rampage going to be on a special start time on Friday is that we're not going to be able to live stream Rampage, as I think Rampage is on at the same time as SmackDown. I'll have to look at that. Uh-oh, Brian Cage looking for the F5. Wait a minute. Or the F10, I'm sorry. When Brian Cage does it, it's the F10, I believe.
Almost a throwback to the Thoracic Express. One of the moves that the Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus used to use when they were AEW World Tag Team Champion. Great call.
Cage gonna look for the. Oh, nice drop down. Wait a second. Oh, good move there, Cage. Keep it up, Brian. Make no mistake about it. I love Jungle Boy, but I really want to see Brian Cage pull this one off. Go, Brian, go. We can always have a rubber match. Keep the pressure, Cage. Keep on the pressure. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Brian Cage usually does the superplex from the inside ring to the outside. Now he's on the outside, gonna go. God damn. That would have been fucking ridiculous. Wait a second, what is Jungle Boy doing? Oh, I thought Jungle Boy was about to walk on the back of Brian Cage. Wait a second. That was a nice splash there from Jungle Boy. Come on, Cage. Oh, Jungle Boy's got Brian Cage up. Fireman's carry into the just a count of one there from Cage. Super kick. Oh, that fire. No. Crucifix. Come on, Brian. Damn it.
Step closer is Jack Perry. Remember, Brian Cage, one of the most impressive singles records this year. And Jungle Boy Jack Perry
is it?
Scored the win here tonight on Dynamite.
Jungle Boy doing the same motion that CM Punk was doing at the beginning. He was doing the whole whip thing. Dude, I was just thinking in my head, I was like, wait a second. I was like, let's get Christian Cage back, and then Brian Cage wins the matchup. But Christian Cage is out here already. Why couldn't you have given Brian Cage the win? Cages help cages. Just as soon as Jungle Boy was looking to move on, Christian Cage comes back. Pepper spray. Christian Cage just pepper sprayed Jungle Boy right in the eyes.
Whatever it is, it went directly in the eyes of Jack Perry. Of course, he would stoop to such lows. That's what he's all about. Look at that smirk on his face. Christian Cage.
I would love if Christian pulled his arm out of the sling. Oh, he's doing it! The sling is out.
Look at this. Apparently,
it was all a ruse. Christian Cage is a healthy man.
Yeah, it seems like Christian Cage is healthy and ready for battle, and that's not good for Jack Perry. Oh, no.
Oh, no, not the unprettier.
Kill switching. Jack Perry completely defenseless.
Unprettier right on the stage, and Christian sweeping the dirt off his feet directly on a Jungle Boy's face.
Was a very special announcement about Revolution live on pay-per-view Sunday, March 5th.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Thanks, guys. We now know that the Guns will have their official first title defense at Revolution in a triple threat match. Now, to determine those two other teams, next week there will be a traditional Revolution tag team battle royal.
What?
Then in 2 weeks, there will be a casino tag team battle royal. The victors of both of those matches moving.
Renee. As much as I love to hear you talk, the Acclaim have something they want to say.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, listen up, Renee. Big win tonight, but there's a bigger issue at play, and that is that the Acclaim were screwed out of the AEW tag team titles last week.
That's right.
The ass boys had to cheat to beat us.
Oh, yeah, the titles.
But the Acclaimed, we do not back down from a fight, which is why we're here to announce that it's no longer a three-way. It's going to be a four-way because we are invoking our rematch clause at Revolution.
Wait a minute.
1 team, 2 team, 3 teams, fly them in from the forbidden door. It does not matter. You put them in front of the Acclaimed and we will knock them right on their asses. And we're going to take home what is rightfully ours because everyone loves the Acclaimed. That's right. Uncrowned champs, soon to be 2-time champs. And that's a mic drop.
Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Have we ever had rematch clauses though in AEW before? I can't say for certain if we have. You know, I just know that when Moxley got screwed out of the AEW World Heavyweight Champion by Kenny Omega, I remember Moxley got a rematch. But that was because the story, needed it. But I can't remember if we've had rematch clauses before. I mean, Samoa Joe and Darby, they just had their rematch. So, I guess it really doesn't matter.
Well, Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, very fired up. But this was the scene earlier tonight. The Butcher and the Blade, Kip Sabian, going to work on Hangman Adam Page ahead of Kip and Hangman singles.
Directly at the head of Hangman Adam Page, who got messed up there in that head.
I heard you were having a launch party. Am I early?
Let's go ahead and fast forward to catch up with a little bit more of AEW Dynamite. As we're going to see Kip Sabian and Hangman Adam Page come up in just a few moments.
Back for another flounder fish sandwich?
And a ship tackle box.
Let us do the fishing while y'all enjoy seafood that you'll love. Get them before they're gone.
That sounds kind of interesting to try. Popeye's fish sandwich. Oh crap! I almost went to a different channel. that wouldn't have been good. Then I would have never been able to get back to where I was before.
Hey, this weekend it's NBA All-Star Weekend. It's huge. And who are bigger All-Stars than the Elite? Tell me. Hey, who do you guys got? Team Giannis or Team LeBron?
Oh, ain't no telling. That's going to be super close. You got to look at both sides.
Speaking of close, I almost pinned your ass last week on Dynamite.
Yeah, and we did pin you two. So this Friday is Rampage Slam Dunk. How about we run it back? You know, that actually kind of
Listen, guys, you guys lost. Everyone saw it. So sorry, back of the line. The boys got some stuff going on this weekend. We want to watch business stuff. You guys don't know anything about that.
Let's watch the game.
Oh, yeah, I see how it is. So you guys just like
Whoa!
balls, but you don't actually have it.
Whoa!
We want to watch business.
I want to see that again.
Let's watch the game.
Malakai.
Yeah, I see how it is. So you guys just like to play with balls, but you don't actually have
Yes.
Shot, Brandon.
Okay.
Fuck.
You
Finally.
slander our names, huh? You want to disrespect us? Well, quite frankly, I'm kind of getting a little pissed off. No, I got this, Don. I got this. You guys want to have a little bit of fun this Friday on Rampage? You got it. Yeah, what do you think, Nick? Let's do it. Yeah, what do you think, Matt?
Sounds great. Hey, Brandon, heads up.
Yeah. Right in the yards.
Rampage Slam Dunk. Time 7 p.m. Eastern.
We're about to get freaking. We're about to get freaking the House of Black and the Elite. About fucking time. Hey man, Adam Page not wasting any time, and I love Kip Sabian, but I think that this matchup's not going to end up too well for Kip. Kip coming out with a cowboy hat, trying to get inside the head of Hangman, trying to tip the hat to Hangman, offer him of the hat there. And I think the only thing that might work well for Kip Sabian is the fact that Hangman Adam Page might not exactly be 100% focused here, as Hangman is completely frustrated with John Moxley. He's completely frustrated about what happened with him against Kip in the back there. So Hangman might not be working quite well in and focusing here, but Kip Sabian doing the wrong time to take some time to taunt at the crowd, mocking Hangman by doing a cowboy dance there. That's not gonna help Kip win this matchup here. Although it might make Hangman a little bit more angry and make more mistakes, but so far we're not seeing Hangman make too many mistakes right now. So unfortunately, Kip was trying to go for a springboard crossbody, which could usually work out for Kip Sabian, who has that athleticism behind him, but Hangman just got the power right there to just catch him in mid-flight. Hangman going to show off some of his athleticism, springboard to the clothesline. Hangman going out, crossbody, misses. Kip Sabian, Sabian with the Arabian press, but did not. Oh! I'm sorry, I'm just saying ooh and ahs a lot right now. And now Kip going for the Arabian press, makes full contact on Hangman Adam Page, and Hangman was actually, holding his forehead a little bit there. Definitely some pain shooting through the head of Hangman Adam Page, as Kip Sabian, I think, is putting on a better showing than fans were expecting. As both men have returned back into the ring right now, and Kip just puts a stomp right onto Hangman Adam Page, but Kip's got to stay on top of Hangman right now. He can't waste any time by just walking around right now. And how cool is it actually that, we say that, as I've told you guys before, that, things are starting to change with the women's division, where that they are the semi-main event tonight, and tonight the women are the main event in this triple threat matchup between Ruby Soho, Tony Storm and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. 2 of the 3 are former AEW Women's Champions. Great submission hold being applied by Kip Sabian. They're almost like an octopus stretch there in a grounded position. Penelope Ford was on the ring apron choking out Hangman Adam Page while the referee was distracted by Kip Sabian. Ugh. That's a heck of a stretch that Hangman's just being put into right there. It's hard to make any crawl to the ropes there, but Hangman makes that crawl there. Just basically gets the toes on the bottom rope there. Smart strategy there, though, by Kip to use to the count of 4 there. Keep the pressure applied on Hangman for as long as you can right now. Kip Sabian is in control, but he's got to stay on top of Hangman Adam Page here. Hangman Adam Page has been through wars and been through battles, and Kip Sabian needs to realize that he can't waste time taunting at the crowd. He's got to stay on top of the cowboy. Oh, looking for a victory roll there. He had that one, but decided to not go for a cover. Instead, did a stomp onto Hangman Adam Page and almost actually got a 3 count on Hangman there. Definitely Kip Sabian is wearing out Hangman Adam Page right now. Of course, Kip is not doing it by himself. He's got Penelope out there with him. But, hey, that's the good thing about having your wife with you. You support each other. Kip was going to go to the top rope looking for something for high risk, high reward. But Hangman put a stop to that one. Kip still at the top there. And Hangman going to follow suit with him up there. If you haven't guessed, we were on picture break, but we are back live now.
Perched perilously on the second rope. The headbutt knocks Hangman Page back into
Kip.
the ring.
Diving foot stomps. Kip has used that to put away opponents before.
Just threw his body into Kip, taking both men. You heard that land, and that was tough.
Oh, that was a hard shot into the guardrail or barricade, whatever you want to call it.
That's got to be in the back of Hangman's. Oh, wait. Penelope Ford put her body in the way, but instead Hangman just says Kip.
That was a smart strategy. Hangman was trying to Irish whip Kip right into the other barricade again. And Penelope Ford stood in the way there. And so Hangman just said, all right, fuck it, I'll go back to the other one.
Kip has trouble here. He can barely get up on his hands.
Oh, chance of cowboy shit for the Hangman.
Returning Kip to the ring. Kip very unsteady as he lurches towards the ropes. Hangman pops out.
Pop up into the bomb.
Man, down 2. Go. Tough landing right there in that power bomb. Oof. You know, we talked about the first time these men crossed paths all the way back in
Hangman keeps favoring his forehead there, so
have gone in very different directions.
Hangman, he just did like a throat thrust.
Derailment by injuries, and that seemed
throat
to
chop,
affect him
whatever you want to call it.
And Kip also was in
Call
this
for
match
Deadeye.
many months with a freaking box on his head. And you could tell he was having some mental
Oh, Kip going for Deathly Hallows.
Of all of his injuries. Kip's got Hangman up, but no, Hangman lands on his feet. Kip went for the kick to the midsection of Hangman Page.
Big time lawyer from Hangman Adam Page.
Box on his head after that. You're not kidding. And if it's Deadeye, another box. Center of the ring, Hangman covers and gets the win.
Hangman scores the victory. No John Moxley, though. But spoke too soon. I shouldn't have fast forwarded. I just knew that something was coming. Hangman Adam Page was watching John Moxley's match, and was John Moxley watching Hangman's match? And I believe Moxley's got a microphone. Let's see what he has to say. And I don't know why the black. It's a little weird that.
Cowboy, I know you think we got unfinished business, but we don't. A couple of weeks ago, Your ass got pinned. After all our battles together, I have some respect for you, but I have zero fear for you. I know you inside and out. I know what you're gonna do before you know what you're gonna do. I got your number. And there is absolutely no chance in hell. I want you to believe me. There is no chance that you will ever beat me again. So let it go.
Loud cheers for Moxley here, man. Hangman's gonna turn heel. I'm kidding.
With our last match's result, and I don't think you are either, because after all this, the two who stood above the rest. It ends in the old ball and chain roll up. That's it. That's how this ends. I don't think that's how this ends between you and I. I think it ends when two men go back in that cold, dark alley and only one gets to come out. I think this ends when there's only one of us left standing. I think this ends at Revolution.
I think that would be the first. Would that be the first ever last man standing match we've seen?
I was kind of hoping you would say that. I was kind of hoping you would want to go down this dark alley with me. And I kind of hope that you wouldn't have anybody who cared about you, any friends that would talk you out of it and talk you into making a smart decision. The emo cowboy, though, he ain't got no friends.
Hold on now, Mox. Yeah, don't be so hasty, John Moxley. Evil Uno.
Did I hear you correctly? John Moxley, maybe you've been at the top of the mountain for too long, but did you say that he has no friends? I don't know if you've been paid for the last 2 years, but we've had this man's back through and through. Hey man, I told you to stay out of this. I told you to stay out of my face. The only reason I haven't done this is because he requested that we didn't. But I've heard you talk, and I've heard you talk, and I had to come here and say it to your face. Dark Order ain't afraid of you. Evil Uno is not afraid of John Moxley.
Oh! Evil Uno's pie-faced Mox in the face!
I can't remember the last time I saw somebody do that to John Moxley. Mox is about to explode, and I don't blame him. But there's no back down of Evil Uno.
Fucking love this right now.
Mox was out here earlier. Just a battle.
Cowboy. Revolution. Texas Death.
Oh, God.
John Moxley, he just looked past Evil Uno to call out Hangman Adam Page for a Texas death match at Revolution. I mean, we have no idea if that's official, but Taz, I like the sound of it. I'm telling you, you can see right there, Hangman is pissed off at the Dark Order, namely Evil Uno, for coming out here and doing what he did, and then Mox just putting it down, saying Texas death.
You know, Hangman Adam Page is a bit of a dick. Hangman Page has pretty much been like, you guys stay out of my business. Like, the Dark Order's been nothing but good friends to Hangman Adam Page, and keep trying to have his back there. And Hangman just like, I don't want your help right now, and everything like that. And it's like, Hangman is kind of a dick, guys. Oh, it's like, I don't really know how I'm supposed to support Hangman Adam Page right now.
Appreciation Society.
Obviously, the problems continue with Hangman Adam Page and John Moxley, but I'm here with the Jericho Appreciation Society.
You want to talk about problems? Yeah. Ricky Starks, you seem to have a problem with Chris Jericho. You keep demanding another match with the Ocho. Not going to happen.
Okay, you got lucky. I could beat you anytime, any place, anywhere. But you know what, Tony? I'm not going to do it because you are not at my level. No more matches.
And Ricky, you're not going to have a match with Chris. But this Friday on Rampage, you have a match with me. And Ricky, I'm just so sick of hearing you complain all the time, talking about how it's your time. It is not. It is the Jericho Appreciation Society's time. But you are right about one thing. Ricky, you are absolute.
Annoying?
Absolutely delusional.
Absolutely. I like this hat.
What?
Ricky, I need you to listen to me. Last Wednesday, I beat you. This Friday, I'm not just going to beat you. I'm going to expose to everybody that believes in you that you are nothing more than an absolute fraud.
Let's go back to you guys.
Coming up this Friday, AEW Rampage at a special start time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, ahead of NBA All-Star 2023. And you heard it. Daniel Garcia goes one-on-one with Absolute Ricky Starks, and it is official. The AEW World Trios Championship rematch. The Elite take on Top Flight.
We need something to get the ball rolling between.
Jade Cargill goes one-on-one with Bert Vixen in a big-time grudge match signed for Rampage. Swerve Strickland and the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. And then on Sunday, March 5th, Revolution Live on pay-per-view, the main event for the AEW World Championship, a 60-minute Iron Man match. MJF versus Bryan Danielson. And the TNT Championship is on the line. Samoa Joe faces Wardlow. And this is also official. The Guns will put the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line in a 4-way match. We know the Acclaim will be one of their 3 teams. We will find out the identity of the other 2 teams over the next few weeks. And it has also been made official by Tony Khan. Texas Deathmatch at Revolution. John Moxley, Hangman Page, one-on-one. And speaking of John Moxley, next Wednesday night on Dynamite, it will be Moxley and Evil Uno squaring off.
I want to see that one. I want to see Evil Uno get some shit later in there. All right, let's see. Next week, a tag team battle royal. We got Tony Nese and Arya Daivari. The Dark Orders, John Silver and Alex Reynolds. Sorry, I forgot who he was for a moment. I forgot the name for a moment there. The Butcher and Blade 2.0, the Lucha Brothers, Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, and the Best Friends there. Out of these guys, who would I want to see get it? I think I'd want the Best Friends there get it. I love the Best Friends. But I also would not mind seeing the Lucha Brothers at Revolution.
We will find out next Wednesday, and more matches for Dynamite will be announced this Friday. Rampage 3-way match with you.
We are in commercial break. Before we get to the main event of the triple threat matchup between Ruby Soho and Tony Storm and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And I just want to give one more time, if you guys are at this point in the video here, if you think I've been doing a pretty good job of with the video, feel free to hit the like button down below. I appreciate that. Feel free to leave a comment as well, as I respond to all of your comments for the most part. Hit the subscribe button so you can help out the channel grow and grow. And feel free to hit the bell icon so you always get notified when we go live for any type of videos whatsoever. We just did a live stream earlier today of the AEW Universe mode. And we got some big time stuff coming as well in the Universe mode as well too. And more to come as well with the wrestling gameplay.
Before we go there, let's take a look back at last week where the cold-hearted, handsome devil Hook, he had heard enough out of this man, Stokely Hathaway, who's just been running his mouth, and Stokely claims that he was injured by Hook. Let's go back to Tony Schiavone, who's standing by with an quote-unquote injured Stokely Hathaway.
The medical.
With Matt Hardy, Oligo Ethan Page, Isaiah Cassidy, and Stokely Hathaway. Why are you dressed like this?
I'm dressed like this because I want justice. As we just saw last week, Hook broke my arm. How come that piece of garbage gets to walk around here and do whatever he wants to do? Hook should be suspended. Actually, Hook should be fired. Do you know how I spent my precious weekend, Tony? It was on conference calls with Jesse Jackson, with Al Sharpton, with Angela Davis. So I hope that by the end of tonight, AEW management has good news for me. Look at me, Tony. I'm a freak of nature.
You deserve justice, and I'm waiting on the verdict with you. But, where were you last week?
Yeah, I mean, I threw a huge bash for the firm.
Huge.
The boost morale, man. It was awesome.
What?
Yeah.
What that lady said?
Yes.
What?
For Zay.
Yeah, I had a moment. I had a moment doing.
Guys, hang on a second. Okay, I've been told that Hook has been suspended pending investigation.
Wait, what?
Hey, show some concern. The man's injured, Tony.
Yeah, you idiot.
What are you doing, Tony?
Investigation. Kidding me?
Taz is about to lose it. His son just got suspended. And out comes Tony Storm, Saraya at ringside there. And they got the break hand in hand.
Tony Storm and Saraya, you see Saraya with the spray paint in hand. They've been spray painting L's on all of their fallen opponents. And look at Saraya doing with the trainer now, a fan over the rail. Oh, wait, look at the spray. There comes Ruby. That young woman never been happier to hear Ruby Soho's music. Ruby, a woman who's just been stuck in the middle of this very complex situation. Well, I said it for the women's division.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott, but I said it before. She's been around at AEW for so long. We're almost to the point where we take her for granted as being one of the originals. But she's got to make a decision on whose side she's on.
This is homegrown, and this is an original right here. Well, a few weeks ago, Ruby Soho and Tony Storm were squaring off one-on-one. Britt Baker made an interruption to that match where Britt felt like she was doing Ruby a favor, but Ruby didn't quite see it that way, Tony.
It's hard to put a finger on the way. Oh, look at the world champ come out.
It's Hayter. Jamie Hayter, the incredible women's world champion, in the corner of her friend Dr. Britt Baker, TND. The big main event about to go down here, guys. Three-way main event, very high stakes. Tony Storm, I mean, since Tony Storm has aligned herself with her girlfriend Saraya, I mean, we've seen a completely different side of Tony Storm, maybe even the real side, the true colors of Tony.
Now look what's going on here. Ruby was just waiting.
Oh, now Tony Storm holding Britt Baker open, but this is every lady for themselves here. Every lady for themselves. Ruby looking for the quick win. The thrust kick levels Tony Storm, and now Ruby. Oh, wait, Ruby.
It's a triple threat. This ain't no handicap match here.
Trying to direct traffic here, and Ruby would have no part of it. And Ruby's right.
And, you know, I think the thing about Ruby Soho is that questioning where her allegiances lie only lies with herself. Neither woman.
Yeah, I agree 100% on that, Excalibur. You're right.
Britt looking for the cover here. Ruby. I'm sorry, as you guys know, especially you, Shivani, Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker is a type A personality. She's going to take control of the situation, and she doesn't like when she can't have control, but Storm just right there, shutting down Britt Baker. That was great stuff, great strategy by Tony Storm. Tony Storm getting in the face of Ruby Soho. Ruby grabs the side headlock, sent into the right shoulder tackle, takes Tony Storm off of her feet. Ruby avoids the trip attempt. The bypass sends Tony Storm into the ropes. Nope, reversal there by Tony Storm. And the boot to the midsection. Yeah, Ruby caught her. Yeah, caught, and Ruby tried that rising knee strike. Tony Storm knew it was coming. Oh, a hip attack on Britt Baker as she was climbing into the ring. Oh, Baker ate that.
It was inadvertent.
too, but it worked. The Saito suplex then planting.
Yeah, Ruby holds the ring right now. And notice this is that everyone has their allies here. Saraya, with Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter was there by Britt Baker. Either it was Jamie or Rebel, I'm not sure. We are in commercial break right now. Ruby was holding the ring momentarily, but now, Jesus, that was pretty ruthless there. Toni Storm, I think she cupped the mouth of Britt Baker and then slammed her down. And Toni Storm mocking the DMD right there. Didn't they try turning Toni Storm heel in WWE? I don't really remember. I thought someone tried turning her heel in WWE. Whether that was an NXT or not, I can't really remember. But right now, Toni Storm holding the ring right now. Snap suplex on Dr. Britt Baker. Goes for the quick cover. Was not able to get over there quick enough. But Britt Baker was still getting a count of 2 there. So the damage definitely being done to Britt Baker right now. And Toni Storm still taking full control here. Remember, Toni Storm, a former AEW Women's World Champion here. And one of the main reasons why Toni Storm is not AEW Women's World Champion still is because of the fact that Dr. Britt Baker cost her the title by hitting a curb stomp on said title. Only for Toni to then wind up in the hands of Jamie Hayter for the Haterade. I believe that's what they call it. Ruby Soho. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Ruby did that whole... I really don't know how to describe the move that she does. Where she threw her opponent's face into the middle turnbuckle, then she kind of extended. Sorry, I really don't know how to describe it. And right now, it seems that all the allies are gone. There's nothing left more here about people about picking a side here right now. It's just about 3 women just coming in here and trying to deliver punishment to each other to prove who is the absolute best in the women's division. And especially, you want to get yourself into a great spot where you could eventually face the AEW Women's World Champion in Jamie Hayter. Toni Storm has taken full control over this matchup, using those uppercuts on Saraya there. But Toni Storm doing the smart thing and making sure to keep her focus on Britt Baker as well, too. She's not losing sight that Britt Baker is the 3rd member of this matchup here. So Toni Storm making sure to go after everyone here as we are back live. So let's go ahead and let the commentators do their job, as that's what they get paid for. Unintentional teamwork there from Toni and Britt Baker, but just temporarily.
These 3-way situations so dangerous, Taz. Yeah, no, they are.
A sling blade from Britt Baker, always a good way to help transition the matchup into your favor. Oh, nice movement there from Toni.
Stop to the foot by Toni Storm.
Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, Toni had Ruby for a DDT, and Britt Baker came up running neckbreaker. That forcing Toni Storm to fall back and Ruby to fall on her head after the DDT.
Talked about the change in. Oh wait, look at Saraya grabbing the boot.
And straight in the referee's face there. It is to the referee's discretion to whether to send someone to the back there. Shotgun dropkick by Toni Storm. Toni is the favorite in this matchup right now, guys. Toni calling for sweet cheek music on Britt Baker, but wait a sec. Ruby.
Coming out of the corner, double under hook.
Oh, that was, I don't even know what to call that. That was almost like a reverse butterfly suplex. And every single woman is down right now, but also at the same time here, I forgot to mention is that in a triple threat matchup, there is no disqualification and no countout. So technically, Saraya couldn't be ejected from the ring, but I'm sure they would still do it. Thanks for tuning in right now. We are in our main event. Let me go ahead and turn the volume up a little bit more for you guys.
And, Taz, I was going to mention Toni Storm. You talked so much about her alignment with Saraya, and that may have been the change in her personality. But I think when Toni Storm lost the AEW Women's World Championship to Jamie Hayter, that may have been the beginning of all this. I definitely think you're right. That was the catalyst for sure.
That was wait. Roll up. Britt Baker almost having that roll up there and pinning Toni. Again, think about how personal this has to be for Toni Storm being in the ring with Britt Baker again, because Britt is the one who cost Toni Storm the AEW Women's World Champion. Those forearms really coming in on both women right now.
But so does Toni Storm. Big battle back and forth between both women.
Wait. A rolling elbow from Britt Baker. Turns it around with the neck breaker. Well, that was a close one. 2.5 right there. Toni Storm getting out of that one there.
Right there by Toni Storm. Man, give it up for her. That was, if you like Toni or not.
And Ruby is still down and out. Well, she was. Until Ruby with another slam down. A slam dunk. You know what I think would be actually great is if Ruby was going to go heel tonight, I think that if Ruby hits her finish and then Toni Storm just lets her get the victory. That's one way to show that they're allies and that they just want the best for each other. Wait a minute. Ruby's wait. Toni Storm has a cloverleaf applied, and Britt Baker going for the lockjaw there. And again, no disqualification right here. Saraya coming in with a super kick, taking out Britt Baker. And the inside out there, Saraya's got the yellow spray paint.
What does Saraya and Toni Storm?
What is that? What?
She's doing I think she did the L thing for the loser. And now Toni Storm looking at
I thought Toni was about to do the stink face on Britt Baker. Oh, Saraya gets taken down by Toni Storm. Into the cover. Ruby gets the win. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about who was back up there.
Ruby's screaming enough. Ruby's so tired of being pulled in all these different directions.
Ruby's. Are we going off on a cliffhanger here? And Ruby Soho did not make a choice here just yet. Ruby Soho gets the victory over in this triple threat matchup here, beating a former AEW Women's World Champion. And Ruby just did the whole title thing there, the title pose. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Ruby Soho get one more shot at that AEW Women's World Champion. But no decision was made tonight by Ruby Soho. I'm not sure who, I think that, Ruby could work as a heel and a babyface. That's the great thing about Ruby Soho. She's good at both. But I don't know which side I'd want her to take, really. I think Ruby would be, I think it'd be more interesting to actually see Ruby on the side with Saraya and Toni Storm. But time will tell there. Time will have to tell. So we're going to go ahead and close things out for here tonight, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to super click the subscribe button, Coffin Drop the like button if you feel I deserve it. Leave a comment down below as I respond to everyone, and feel free to hit the bell icon at the bottom too, so that way you'll always be notified when I go for live for any videos. I just went live tonight as well for the AEW Universe mode. We did that earlier, had some great matches there. You can go ahead and check that out if you want to. But that is going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. And are you ready for the House of Black and the Elite? That's going to be the thumbnail. The House of Black and the Elite. That's the thumbnail tonight. So thanks, guys, again. And I will see you Friday for SmackDown. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a Rampage live stream, though. Rampage is either going to be is it going to be at the same time as SmackDown is, or it's going to be earlier in the day? And if it's at 4 p.m., I just don't think I want to stream that early. So, but I don't want to stream wrestling at that early. I've streamed my wrestling gameplay earlier before, but that's beside the point. You get what I mean. Anyways, guys, take care. Have a good rest of your night.